Speaker, I also want to congratulate Professor Margaret Kamar for being elected as Deputy Speaker. And she comes to this office with a wealth of experience and knowledge. She's a distinguished professor. She has taught many people and even employed many people, including in this house, in academia, and other fields of scholarship. She has been a cabinet minister. She has been a member of the National Assembly. She's been a senator now, and also in the speakers panel. And therefore, I really want to appreciate this election. And in a field which, if you were to go to an election, would have been in a very difficult moment. I think we have had an election, but I think the team that wanted to vie for election, beginning from Senator Mwaura, Senator Mazayo, Senator Pareno, I think it was quite a field of colleagues, but I think the honor you have been given by these other senators withdrawing their candidature for you speaks volumes to Professor Kamar and to this Senate. Now, I just wish to add this. Professor Kamar in her life has had to make very difficult decisions. I know that during the constitution-making process, she stood above local politics to support the enactment of this constitution. I remember going to Kericho with the former president, Mwai Kibaki, the vice president, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Prime Minister Raila Odinga then. And I think were it not for Senator Kamar enacting the constitution, this constitution that we have, in certain areas where there were difficulties, would have been extremely difficult. And now that you are elected at this historical moment, yesterday we had speeches about a historical moment. I think it speaks volumes of the task that faces you ahead, together with Senator Kenneth Lusaka, our speaker. And finally, I want to finish by saying this. In Kenya's politics, there is one syndrome that is disturbing many of us, which gladly Senator Kamar doesn't suffer from. Is the syndrome that Martin Luther King described as the drum major instinct, which means the desire to be number one. And I think, Senator Kamar, in your life, you have always been number one by becoming number last. And you emerge from the bottom of the field because you have never had this instinct, this drum major instinct. When we gather anywhere as politicians and there's a camera around, you can see a stampede to be on the front row. I can assure you that Senator Kamar would normally be at the back waiting for a chance, and if she doesn't get it, she will always bid for her time. So I hope that those who have this instinct, the burden of unbridled ambition, will bear out this phase in Kenya that we're entering into, so that righteousness and love for one another will determine how we are going to deal with the affairs of this nation. Otherwise, if you're going to be a drum major for justice, and be a drum major for love, and be a drum major for righteousness. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kangata.